Hey, it's Brittany with Hope Tech, and welcome to lesson 3. So today we are going to continue our first level that we started working on last week. So this is level 1, part 2. And to prep for today, go ahead and have your device ready to work on Ready Maker. So agenda for today, we're going to work in Ready Maker for a bit and finish our first level. We're going to do one screenshot for today. We're also going to do a Google form where you just say a little bit about the story that's happening in your game in your first level. And then we're going to share our games with each other this week so that we can play each other's games and check them out. And here's Hope Tech's values: be bold, encourage, and explore. And before we start going to the tasks for the day, I'm going to go ahead and show you a video of our friend Sam Worthen. He is a friend of Hope Tech. He's been helping us out since the beginning, about 3 years or so, 3.5 years. And yeah, this is recorded from a live class we did over the summer. We just wanted to share this with you.
So, if you guys do not understand who I am Sam. I have been with Hope Tech for how long now, Josh? Josh knows that better than I do. I would like to say ever, but that's probably not true. That's not a measure of time. What is that? Yeah, Josh has videos out. I think Josh says 11 years, which I think he's wrong. Doesn't really seem like that long at all. But I have been with here, there you go, 3 years. And I love it. I love it. A little bit about myself. I am a cartoonist. I doodle in the cartoons. I do animation, graphic design. I am not an artist. I reserve that for Brittany. She is an artist. She creates large mass scales. My job is to look at you and paint you in a funny way that makes other people laugh. So completely respect Brittany and what she's able to do. What I do for a living. I run a senior specialist team with Apple. It's one of the best jobs ever. I get up every day and I love to come to work. My job is very special because I get a chance to work on projects and devices before they get released to the public, and tech is my life. I know Jordan, he's clapping. Jordan recognizes how great that my job is, or he could just be clapping for the hat. Both, I'll appreciate it. Yeah, so I've been with Apple now for a very long time. I've done tech for about 20 years, and I started a lot where you guys were at in your own development, just really just being interested about tech. And what I had is a bunch of great people around me. Says you guys have a bunch of great people around you that pour into you to make sure that you get the best out of this experience. So to go ahead and a little bit about, if you guys are new to Hope Tech, don't know if you are, so stop me if you've heard this one. Hope Tech is a great organization. Josh first told me about it about 3 years ago. He said, "Hey, Sam, I have this idea. I want to inspire youth through game app development." And I was like, "Wait, what? That's a thing? You can do that? People would want to do this?" And he was like, "Yes, Sam." And I was like, "Whoa, show me how." And so I was looking at it like I used to be like the person who would like be mad that people would spend all this time on games on their phone. And now I'm looking at it like, wait, what? You can parlay that into a great career? If somebody would have told me that there was a cheat code down the line, you know what I would have been doing back in those days? And that is one of the reasons why you have great people like Brittany and Josh here. When you guys, people don't understand, man, like you're introduced to tech at such a young age, way younger than what we were able to do. So you guys are already familiar with it. And the good thing about this program is they're going to teach you how to take the thing that you love most and parlay that into a passion. Parlay that into a passion. All of you guys right now have beautiful talents. And what Josh is going to be able to do through this program is teach you skills to bring it to that next level. So this is going to be a really excellent program. I would like to go ahead and talk about why it's important for us to really start like young. I think when you take a look across the landscape in tech, what we don't see is a lot of representation, even with not only minorities of African Americans, but also minorities when it comes to women and other people of color. So we get a chance to see like such a diverse group of people who are actually interested. It makes tech companies really exciting. If you take a look at just some of the recent numbers, don't fact check me, Josh. I'm literally get all my information off the internet, and the internet is real, 100%. So if you take a look at it, they said what, like 68% of the workforce is predominantly just white male in tech. So they take a look at it, right? Only 7% are African Americans and other people of color. Just 7%, right? And less than that or not start making stuff up, or even like women, right? In Apple alone, over 50%, right, are people who were just regular white males. If you take a look at executives, people who hold high-level positions in Cupertino, 83% are just regular white males. Now, normally what you would say is, man, that's a problem. But now is the time, if you guys understand the culture and the climate, that all this is starting to change. And it's literally starting with you guys right now. That is why this is super important. Because I'm sitting in these meetings now, guys, and they want you. They want people of color. They want more minorities. They want more women. They want more young people, right? We are literally adjusting the rules to go into high schools to find you guys. That is crazy to me, right? The job force is now starting young. Like, I think they're looking at the soccer model and say, wait, we can get talent at 13? Yes, we can get talent at 13. That is so amazing. So again, you guys are in this great space right now where you are the demographic in which we want to choose from, right? It's no, we're changing it. And you guys are actually in a part of that. So I I've done a few of these now, and the one thing that I think that can't be taught in all these is this passion. During this program, you will just have so much fun and discover so many new things about yourselves that you're gonna be like, man, like I want to do this. And there's been people who I met on the first day who are a little bit unsure to now I feel are the future of game development just through this program. I'm not just being like hyperbolic. I really do believe it. Like this is going to really have an impact in their lives. And I hope that after you guys go through this, that you continue to use this as a catalyst to just springboard your own passions. Hopefully I'll be playing some of your games someday.
If you enjoyed today's video, you can like and subscribe down below. You can also sign up for our newsletter at hopenlc.org. All right, so that is our friend Sam. Yeah, and that's some of the reasons of the things he was speaking of are just really go back, I think, to the core of when we were starting Hope Tech, of just these 3 values of being bold, encouraging, and exploring. Because as you explore things, not even Hope Tech, because it's not necessarily tech, but just things in general, in school or outside of school, just in life, you might find something that you can turn into a passion, like Sam was saying. So that's something that's really important to us, and we want to encourage you in those things too, even if it's not tech related. If you know something that you're excited about or want to dive deeper into, you can just let me and Josh know, and we're happy to try to help you. Just, I don't know if it's connecting with people maybe that we know that can help you just learn more about those things or get connected. We would love to do that, so just let us know. So with that, let's go ahead and go through tasks for today. In ReadyMaker, we're going to add a new object to our scene in our level at the end, or somewhere we're like to get to like kind of collect, and we're going to add an effect on that, so that there's like fireworks or confetti or something fun's going to happen when your character gets to that item. And then we're going to write an event to make that happen. And there's going to be one screenshot. And like I was talking about earlier, there's assignment in the Google Classroom to just write a little blurb. Just, it can be one sentence, it could be a whole paragraph, it could be whatever you like, just a story about what's happening in your game. As always, just let me know if you have any questions. So let's go ahead and hop on over to ReadyMaker. All right, so you're gonna click on level 1. And there's different things you can do in here. You can actually play your game here. This is kind of like the preview. This is kind of like what people see if you were to upload your app onto ReadyMaker. So I think you can upload things up onto their app. But to edit, we're gonna go to this pencil, this edit tool down here on the bottom. All right, so last week we put in our little character, worked on the physics over here. We added some behaviors, the jump and the control pad, so that we can move them around. We also made these platforms and put them all in a class. So let's go ahead, and we're going to go ahead and put in an object in the library here on the plus sign over on the right in the top. to collect. And we're going to talk about, you know, we were talking about earlier about the story. So I think the story I'm going to make up for my little cupcake here is he has to collect his toppings. I don't think there's sprinkles or anything in here, but let's see. Maybe there's like some fruit or something. Here we go. Here's some cherries. I'm going to move some things around a little bit to make it a little bit more challenging. Just going to put that up there. All right. Cupcake Carl needs to go collect these cherries here. Now we're going to take this object, whatever you put in, and we're going to go ahead and put an effect on it. And we're going to play around with this a little bit because there's a lot kind of to explore here. So when you click on that object and over where the appearance, physics, behavior, the next one that we have not kind of played with is the effects. It's a lightning bolt. So you're going to click on that, add an effect. There's some different things you can do. You can do explosion effects, particles. Let's see. I'm going to try an impact effect. And feel free to play around with these as much as you want. The way that you can see what's going on here, so you just say active on start and you can see what's happening. So that's bang, let's see, poof. This one's not my favorite. I think I'm gonna throw this one out and add a different effect. Let's do, I'm gonna try particles. It's okay, it's not great either. Let's add a different effect. I'm gonna try explosion effects. There we go. Rainbow confetti, there's some red confetti, blue confetti, like explode. There's a lot of options here. Can catch on fire, fire explosion. I think we're gonna stick with that rainbow confetti. So after you like your effect, you can kind of change the size. You can make it bigger or smaller. All right, and when we play that, it should just go. Cool. But what we want to do is make it so that when we reach that object, that's when the confetti goes off. So the way we're going to do that is by writing an event here. So this is our first event for this level. So what we're going to say is when our main character collides and touches that object at the end, that object is going to start that effect. So my first block in when is going to be Cupcake Carl. And then the second block will be sensing. And we will do collided with object. My object's going to be the cherries. So when Cupcake Carl touches the cherries are going to have the explosion effects. And then you can loop the effect, you can run the effect, you can just set it active. There's different things you can do, but I'm just gonna say set active and yes. But that's one thing with these codes that you do that we put together. There's lots of ways to do one thing. So this isn't the only way to make this happen in this game. If you want to play around and kind of with some different blocks and see what it does, feel free to do so. We're gonna hit done here. And let's go ahead and play the game, see how it works. Game's pretty easy. So it's just going crazy here. Let's see what I did wrong. Set that. There we go. I can't jump. There we go. Okay. So in our effects, in order for that code to work, if you click on the cherries and the effects, we need to make sure active is off and loop is off. There we go. Look at that. You made your first level. So we're going to go ahead and save this game. So we have level 1. And now you can enter a description. So mine, I'm going to say help Cupcake Carl collect his toppings. And I'll go ahead and say A is left, D is right. You can put your instructions here and space. Jump. And this helps, so when someone goes to play your game, they'll be able to see this and know the controls for your game as they go to play. And then we're just gonna hit save here. And the one screenshot for today is your event. That's it. So let's go ahead and go back to these slides here. So this is what your event is going to look like, and that's just you click on the stoplight, just take a picture of that, and then you're just going to have an assignment in the Google Classroom to turn that in, the one screenshot, and then just the one survey where you're going to just come up with a little story for your game. It can literally be one sentence, or you can go crazy and get super creative with it. Whatever you like to do, just go for it. And that's it for today. We'll see you next time. One last thing for Jay. We're gonna share our games on the Google Classroom. So the way we're gonna do this is you're gonna copy a link from here on ReadyMaker and post it into the stream on the Google Classroom. The way we're gonna do that is you click on the gear to save. After you've saved everything, you're gonna click on this share button here. It's like 3 dots with some lines in it. That copies your game into a link to your clipboard on your device. You hit OK. And then you're going to go to the Google Classroom and paste it. And then we'll play each other's games.